Why the hell don't you do this? I don't get it. With all due respect, why are you not clear about your expectations for your kids? All I do for a living, I'm an education coach. I was a teacher for 12 years, so it's not like I don't understand the teaching world. And a lot of you teachers, I respect the hell out of you, and you're amazing. And you go above and beyond all the time. But some of you, for some reason, are not clear about your expectations. You're trying to teach the kids responsibility or teach them a lesson or something. Look, kids who struggle with executive function, which is a lot of your students, are not good with details and they need support. And I work with kids day in and day out who struggle with executive function. That's what I do for a living. That's all I do. And the biggest pattern that I see with teachers in terms of something that you as a teacher can do differently that would help a tremendous amount of human beings is this. These kids don't understand what the expectations are. The parents don't understand what the expectations are. And I don't understand what the expectations are. And I was a teacher for 12 years. We can't figure out what the hell you're talking about. So look, if you want your students to do a certain amount of math problems on a certain type of sheet of paper or use a certain type of binder or whatever the expectation is, make it clear and put it online. Here's how you do it. Start up your website. If you have a lot of you guys have crazy systems, like whatever web program your school is using might be tremendously complicated for kids and parents to understand. So I want you to understand that these things are complicated for them to understand. Make it simple. Put a silly little free website up if you want, or send out a weekly email, or have a Google Calendar that's shared with the families. There's a million ways to do it. I don't care how you do it. Just be clear. If you expect a kid with executive function issues to remember what you're saying, it's not going to happen. If you expect them to accurately copy from the board what's going on, it's not going to happen. If you expect a lot of them to take a piece of paper that you've written up for them to bring home and show their parents, it's not going to happen. Put it online so there is no confusion and no ambiguity. For God's sake, please do this, okay? It is the easiest thing that you can do that will change everything. Don't say to them, oh, well, I already told you in class. A lot of my kids feel very shamed by teachers who do that. Oh, well, I already told you once. They didn't get the details, and then they never want to ask you another question because they don't feel emotionally safe, okay? So don't respond like that. Just answer their question when they're trying to ask you. But more than that, put the expectation online. Just get it up there. Say what's due, when it's due, how it's supposed to be done. Email it to the parents. Put it on a shared website, whatever it is, so there's no confusion. Just don't let them be confused. To me, it's not their fault. Okay. It's not a fault thing, but you have the opportunity. It may be an extra 5 minutes of work for you, but it will save everybody so much effort to say, this is due, here's when it's due, here's how it's due, and be specific. I see so many things from teachers where they'll say, oh, they'll say what the assignment is, but it doesn't even make sense to me because they're not telling what specifically is supposed to be done, specifically how a project is supposed to be done. What happens is that the kids will turn in the work and then they'll get a bad grade on it. And then the teacher will tell them on the bad grade, you were supposed to do this, you're supposed to do that, and this is why I dinged your grade. Well, if you make that clear upfront in a place that parents and tutors and kids can locate easily, and you tell them upfront, like many teachers do with very clear rubrics and stuff like that, you're going to help so many of them. Now, on this note, I also want you teachers to know this. I work with so many different students, and they have online grade programs. And I go to the online grade program, or the student goes, or the parents go, and we try to get clarity regarding what's going on. And we see a bunch of missings and incompletes. And we click on the assignment, it'll say, assignment number 3, and we click on it, and there's no details about what that assignment is. And it might have a title of the assignment and a 0 and missing or incomplete or late, but we can't figure out what's happening, if it can be redone, if you're going to give them half credit, full credit. I go through these conversations so much with teachers, guys. Please Just tell us what your expectations are. Just be clear. I know that you think you are. Okay. Teachers think they are. And you probably are for your more linear left brain students. Okay. And you're probably baffled at why these kids can't do it. You probably think, oh, well, they're lazy or they're not paying attention or they're not trying hard enough or they're just too distracted or whatever. Look, they do not have the executive function to be able to manage the details that you're expecting. So make them clear in another way. I'm begging you. I appreciate you. We need you. We need great teachers. But just do this one thing for the kids, please. Thank you. Have a great day.